Amistad and HarperAudio present A Woman of Endurance, a novel by Dahlma Llanos-Figueroa, performed by Tracey Leigh. Remembrance, Part 2, by Carmen Bardaguez Brown. To understand, you need to taste memories of salt and water, blood, chains, drowning. In the middle of the ocean, a Christian boat, foreign tongues, memories, sounds. Despair swallows souls. Yemaya, Yemaya, llévame, Yemaya. Chapter 1. Losing Yemaya. Hacienda Paraíso, Piñones, Puerto Rico, November 1849. Pola, the woman once called Kira, waits until she cannot wait any longer. Her eyes rake the clearing. The other women in the cabin snore, lying motionless after a 16-hour day in the heat and sun. Across the yard, the men's cabin is dark and still. The squeak-squeak of the hammock ties died down long ago. The overseer of Hacienda Paraíso, a man of habit, has put his whips away for the night and sleeps off his latest raid on the women's quarters. La Familia, well-fed and comfortable, is lulled to sleep by the song of the coquis. The smell of the patron's last cigar has long ago dissipated. With a flick of her hand, the patrona, groomed and prepared for bed, has dismissed her house slave. Now she is probably burrowing into her pillow, abandoning herself to her rest. Pola, standing absolutely motionless in the darkness, can almost see them, tossing in their bedroom finery, content in their white people dreams. Snores float out of open windows all over the plantation. Lanterns sit cold. Clouds hang low in the sky, blocking out starlight and reflections. Pola looks around the bate. Her eyes search out every shadow, every movement in the backyard. Chickens sit silently, safe in their coops. The stables are still. The occasional snort from the pigsty soon dies down. The herbs she has sprinkled in their food keep the dogs drowsy and disoriented. The night has settled into its rhythm. This time, she will make it all the way. This time, she will not be back. Looking around one last time, she takes a deep breath and starts out. Crouching low, she bolts to the nearest bushes, behind the narrow bulk of the outhouse and past the corrals. A rustling in the foliage stops her mid-step. She sends out her senses, making sure, taking no chances. The few moments of apprehensive stillness seem interminable, and in the space of that time, painful memories rush in. A girl child, tiny mouth closing over my swollen nipples, faint sounds of sucking, a daughter. Another movement in the underbrush brings her back. A pair of pitirres fly up into the trees and disappears. Pola brushes away the painful images that trail her everywhere. She cannot afford distractions, not now. She summons her intent and continues her journey, staying on the far side of the slave cabins, slipping from one hut to the next, hugging the tied palm fronds that form the walls of the slave quarters. She hopes that even if there is an unsuspected eye, she is just one more shadow in the night. She soon skirts the open space of the bate and is on her way. The road is dark and empty. On a cool night like this, most folks seek the warmth of their beds and bedfellows, something she has never known. Now that she is away from the plantation buildings, she stretches to her full height, kneading her leg muscles before moving on to Oyumulas, the seaside village she's heard about on the northeast coast of the island. Pola heads toward the place of the rising sun and prays she
Sample complete. Ready to continue?